Welcome to Veramendi, a master plan community right in the heart of New Braunfels, Texas. Today we're going to walk you through a Perry model here in Veramendi, and they're still building here in this community. There's a lot still to come, but what you can find now, there's pools, there's amenities, there's dining. One of my favorite restaurants here is called Breakfast. So it's fun when you tell people, let's go to breakfast, because that's literally the name of the restaurant. So enough of me rambling about this community. I'm going to show you this awesome Perry model right behind me. Let's go take a look. I love the flat work, beautiful entrance. Come on in. All right, let's just take in this entryway for a moment. I love the door, which we'll turn around and show you that here in just a second. And it does have a transom window right above it, just letting in a lot of natural light, which just floods your entryway and makes for a great space, very welcoming space. So here you've got the trade ceilings. You could paint, an accent color up there, drop a couple chandeliers and really make that pop, but it's beautiful as is also. And this is a nice wide entry here as well. All right, let's take you this way. Right off the entrance, you're gonna have a linen closet, which is awesome for this first bedroom here. You got nice tall doors with the panels, very tall ceilings. So this bathroom, this configuration, I really like this. This is really smart if you have children, and I'll show you why here in just a second. But a couple other things I want to point out aesthetically are going to be these windows. They're beautiful from the inside looking out, but just those panes and the configuration are what give the home the aesthetic that it has on the outside. Those things make a big difference, and it's those small details that have a big impact. Follow me. So this is a Jack and Jill setup. And I like this, but one thing my son pointed out, it's a little narrow. So he's gonna show you, he's gonna flip and look in the mirror here and kind of show you here in a second the width. But there's a vanity set up here with a bank of drawers, nice countertops. Then you have your little walk-in closet here for the first bedroom. You have the tub shower combo with the toilet here. And you see what we mean? You can see, this is Brody, everyone. This is my son. And so he pointed this out, and it's a great perspective. Yeah.
Very tight.
He's a big guy. He's 6'3". All right, sorry if we made you dizzy there a little bit. But then you have, like I said, it's a Jack and Jill setup. So from this second bedroom up here in the front, they have their own vanity. They would share the tub shower toilet situation, but each bedroom has its own vanity. And then this closet is here in the bedroom. There you have it. I like the paint in here.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Right?
I like the guitars, but I wish they were flatter.
Then you have a little niche here with the light.
Actually, that sunburst is very expensive.
Yeah. Okay, so coming off the entryway, down here, this would be your garage, but currently it's office space. This too. You have your laundry room here. They have a couple built-in shelves and the rack there that I'm just gonna show you guys. I could never get to that. Okay. Short girl problems. You've got your drop zone here. So this bedroom is going to live like a second primary. So it is a true ensuite. It has a full bathroom right here with a walk-in shower, a little bit of a step down into the shower, vanity, tile all the way to the ceiling, linen closet, and then the bedroom itself with another closet here. And that is a walk-in closet. So this is nice if you have, multi-generational living. You could put your mother-in-law, father-in-law in this room. And I know I say it all the time. Maybe you have a teenager or one that's in college that comes home and you have a room for them with their own bathroom. So I like that. Okay, with their own bathroom. All right, so you had the entryway there. Then you have kind of a second foyer, if you will, where they drop the chandelier, just anchoring this space, giving you more of that wow factor for your guests right when they enter the home. You have a half bath right here, which I love because that means guests don't have to go into one of your bedrooms to get to a restroom. Very thoughtful. Coming into your living room. We're gonna come back to this in a second. We're gonna show you this room here off of the living room, which could be used for a number of things, right? It has the double glass doors. So you could make this, it could be a second living space, it could be an office, it could be both. They have it set up with a little office space here behind the sofa, so it already showcases as dual purpose room. But you could use this for whatever you wanted. Hang out in here. You have enough space to actually put a nice size pool table in here as well. Pool table, shuffleboard table. It's got the space. You could even, if you wanted, you could do solid doors and make this room a little bit darker if you wanted it to just be a media room. Tall ceilings, nice fireplace. The tile goes all the way from the floor to the ceiling, just making that a really nice focal point. And today's kind of a gloomy day. We've gotten quite a bit of rain. It's May 1st and we have the fireplace going and it feels, we got a random cool front today. People ask me about the weather all the time and I tell them you really never know what to expect. So keep a jacket in your car, keep flip-flops in your car because it could literally go from 50 degrees to 95 degrees like that. Fireplace. All right, we're gonna move this way, show you the kitchen. Few things I want to point out in here. You have a really large island and it does have cabinets on both sides. In true Perry fashion, you're going to have cabinets on the back side of the island, just giving you more practical and functional space to use. I love that. When you have square footage that you pay for that you actually can utilize, smart. You've got the double stacked cabinets. Little coffee bar here. Here's the pantry. Currently showing you all of the floor plans. So speaking of floor plans, I'll take a moment here and let you know. So the floor plans out here are gonna range from just shy of 2,000 square feet all the way up to 4,000 square feet. And your price points for Perry and Veramendi are going to vary from roughly in the 4s up into the 7s, maybe mid 7s, and depending on all of the upgrades and your lot choice, you could possibly reach the 8s, but more than likely 4s to mid 7s out here. So in Veramendi, you also have gas cooking, so there is a nice gas range here. The double stack here, I do like that they did glass along the top, because let's be honest, you're hardly ever going to be reaching for those high cabinets up there. So displaying some of your, your personal items, your pretty items, that's a smart way to use that, utilize those, and there's lighting up there. So you can really showcase some of your nice pieces. Maybe you've gathered pottery while you've traveled, that's a nice place to display them. I also want to show you the outlets. I like that you have the USB port outlets. So this is, your family is gonna gather right here and everyone needs to charge their phones and all the things. So having that access is great. And they're on both sides. Yes, they are on both sides. So you have your dining space here, which is kind of offset and it feels more intentional. I know a lot of floor plans, it's just one large flowing space from living to dining to kitchen. This has its own little area, if you will, with these beautiful windows. These windows are big picture windows. They're almost all the way from floor to ceiling. That's a noticeable difference from builder to builder is window placement. So I always like to point that out. So Perry does a great job with their windows. They really do. Very intentional with their windows. I like it. Kitchen is beautiful. Living room is very open. You've got these awesome slider doors. We'll take you outside in just a little bit. And they've got the transom windows above. So this is going to be your primary suite, your owner's suite. It's a great sized room. Tall ceilings, pitched, nice beam up there. And they took that beam into the primary restroom as well. So it carries all the way through and it's just a nice cohesive look. It makes it feel very elevated and upgraded and just a nice focal point. You know, when you're laying in bed, it's nice. It makes it feel warmer in here, more cozy. Windows. You've got the 3 windows here and you have that one transom window up above, just bringing in more light. And the way they have the curtains just really makes this a nice focal point in this room. I know a lot of that is decor, but it does make a big difference. When you're planning in your home and your building, just think about what you saw in the model versus what you want in your home. And maybe the windows and the curtain placement will make all the difference. Nice size room, and then you have this frosted metal and glass door here because your tub is right here. So you'll want a little bit of privacy if you're soaking. We've got dual vanities, each with their own bank of drawers, and each are a good size. I know sometimes you see dual vanities and you've got one that's really, really large and then the other one may be a little bit smaller. These are the same size and they're both a good size. So we've got plenty of drawers, plenty of cabinets for both people. Nice soaking tub, I know. Nice soaking tub. There are also dual closets here. So on this side, you're gonna have a linen closet and then you're gonna have the first primary closet. And there are, I know you can't see it, I'll let you walk in and I'll walk out, but there's some built-ins here. Okay, and then coming back around, it's gonna be a little bit different on this side. So you're gonna have the entrance to your shower here. There is a little bit of a lip there stepping down. You do have the little shelf here. I could see people putting stuff here too, but maybe do one or more of these. And then this, to turn this on, you are directly under the water. I know we've seen homes now where they're putting the controls out of the way so you're not having to stand under it while it heats up. And then you have the second primary. So right now they're utilizing this as their storage, but this is definitely the larger of the 2. And that door is hitting that shelf up there, front row. And then that's your water closet. Okay. Now we're gonna take you outside. All right, I love these slider doors. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. It's such a cool temperature, that dry air. We've been humid for days, so feeling this cold front move in with this dry air feels amazing. I would have those open today, for sure.
And all that cool air inside.
Yes.
Not much of a backyard.
No, not much of a backyard.
Someone lost their home.
Yeah, probably the little ones next door. Let us know what you think of this home. Like I said, we're going to show you some other ones in this community as well. This is a very large community and it is literally right in the heart of New Braunfels, and I'm going to show you that on the map video in a little while. But it is also directly across Loop 337, you have New Braunfels High School, which is home of the unicorns. I was a unicorn. My husband was a unicorn, and my son is a unicorn. He'll graduate this year. So go blue, we believe. It's a great school district. All of the schools here in New Braunfels are fantastic. It just depends on what your kids are into, extracurricular activities. But if you need help finding the right school district for your kids, I will help you do so. We're back out at Veramendi, and today we're going to show you a Coventry model. Veramendi is a master plan community right here in the heart of New Braunfels. Let's go take a look at this model. Come on in. All right. I'll leave that right there. Okay, come on in. Whoa. My umbrella belt took you out. All right. So right when you walk in, this would be the garage here. So you'd park in the garage and you would come in right here and be in the entry of your home. We're gonna take you this way first. All right, sorry, I'm just getting my bearings after being rained on. Here's your laundry room here with some nice built-in shelving. And then this bedroom, I like this bedroom. It is a true ensuite, so it does have its own restroom. I'm gonna hold this. That way my hair doesn't hit it, because I know that's done that in the past, so I'll hold on to it. All right, so this is your restroom here for this bathroom. I do want to point out that the tubs here are a little bit shallow. All right, this would be good. You know me, I always say this would be good for multi-generational living. You have guests come in town, they could stay in this room and they would have their own private bathroom. And then they'd be right here by the laundry room also. And coming directly across the hall, you're gonna have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom in between. So we'll show you this bedroom first. I love the bears. I know it's just decor, but I love the bears because I call Brody Brody Bear. Little closet. Perfect size for a kid's room.
Is that an open season?
Isn't that cute? This is a cute little room. And they used a fence, like a chain link fence, as the headboard. I can't say I've ever seen that before. I like that. Then you've got the bathroom in between the 2 bedrooms. Great for kids. It's right here. This would also be your guest's bathroom. And doorway is a little narrow.
All the bathrooms now.
You've got the nice tile. I do like the color of the tile in here. And they broke it up a little bit. It's nice. I like that. All right. And then the second bedroom. This one definitely feels more light and bright and airy just because of the window placement. You're right here in the front of the house. You've got the double windows with the transom window up above it. I do want to point out window color. So this is kind of an almond color window. You've got white and you've got black. When you're building, pay attention to the color of the windows because it does make a big difference for the aesthetic on the outside of the home. So again, these are the almond, which ties into the limestone. It picks up on those same colors in the limestone and it just goes together. It gives you a nice cohesive look. This one has a little walk-in closet too. There you go. Perfect. All right. Okay, so coming back through your entryway, you've got this nice little trade ceiling here up above, and you could anchor this even more so with a nice light fixture. You could do it here and closer to the door. And coming into the kitchen, like I've mentioned before, Veramendi is a gas cooking community. So if you like that, it is definitely an option for you out here. You've got the nice island. You do not have cabinets on this side, but that's okay. Got the double oven. You have a step-in pantry. This is where you would keep your trash. So if you wanted a trash pull-out cabinet, you could do that. There's not one in here right now, but something to think about if that's important to you. You could do a cabinet with the trash pull-out. You have the nice apron sink here, one big sink with a drain to the right, and then you have a couple glass-faced cabinets just to showcase the things that you want people to actually see, and then hide the things you don't want people to see. Here's that open concept where you have kitchen, dining, living, all in one, line here, if you will. When you look up and you see the placement of lighting in the ceiling, this is something you can ask your electrician at build, but here you've got these 2 canned lights. If you wanted, you could move this table and center it under those lights, and you could do either 2 light fixtures, or you could do 1 big one and center it over your table, and it would just ground this area and anchor this space a little bit more and feel more like an intentional dining space. Okay, right off this kitchen, we're going to show you this room here. It's got the double glass doors, second living space, playroom for the kids, game room, office, this could be a formal dining room even if you wanted it to be. They did this nice panel here and just added a pop of color. Put this really funky, fun light fixture here. Good size room. Could use it for multiple things, just whatever you need it to be. And then they did this really cute little office space right here. Your kids could sit there and do their homework. If you work from home, you could be there and still open to everything, but kind of private. And then your primary suite is completely away from everyone else. They have these lovely windows here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows, and it's a bump out. So that wall it's curved. I like that. That's really pretty. Tall ceilings, got the ceiling fan. You do have carpet in here. Throughout the home, there is lighter color wood on the floor or tile that looks like wood. Your primary has 2 closets. It's got the walk-in shower with a little bit of a step and a lower bench and the little niche there. If it were me, I would have done a bigger one. That's just me, because I don't want to set things on the bench. I would want to put everything here, but I would need more space, or maybe do some corner shelving as well. I like the tile that they did in here on the floor and the pattern. It's a nice herringbone pattern. The ceilings in here have a fun shape above each vanity. And I'll point out that the vanities are a little bit different. If you notice, those have 2 drawers over there. And on this side, they're not ghost drawers. They just haven't put the hardware on. They fooled me. Looky there. They're different, but it has usable drawers, which I like. They did frost on the windows so your neighbors can't see you while you're in your shower in your bathtub. And here's your second closet. This one has built-in shelving as well. A noticeable difference as I'll walk through this home. So we showed you the Perry model beforehand, and this is the Coventry model. The doors in this house are not tall. These are your standard doors. They do have the panels, but they're not very tall.
Still skinny.
And skinny, yeah. Even me, I'm 5'1", and these are pretty narrow, so keep that in mind. You've got a linen closet here, good size linen closet. Your water closet there, dual vanities, as we mentioned, dual closets, walk-in shower, soaking tub. I do like how tall the ceilings are in here, and I love these windows. And you notice the 3 in the center are taller, and those 2 are a little bit shorter. You have a nice window here as well, just bringing in more natural light into your living space. I'll show you the outside, but it is raining today, and we're so thankful for the rain, trust me, because we don't get it often. It's a covered patio. It's not a big covered patio. You probably have, that's maybe 3 feet of overhang plus the soffit there with the gutter. So as you can tell, it ends right here at the concrete, and then you have the decking going back, and they did this nice little wall here just to give you a little more privacy from one of the main roads that runs through the neighborhood. That would be Borchers Boulevard. Borchers Boulevard. Boulevard. Come on in. I'll let you close that. Okay, so what did you guys think of this Coventry model? Beautiful home, thoughtful floor plan, space for everyone, lots of windows. You just want to pan back through here. You'll notice the windows here at the dining space. Again, just anchoring that. Then you have the 2 on either side of the entertainment center, and then 4 big windows. And they're all picture windows, those there on that back wall of the living room. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Like I said before, Veramendi is a master plan community. There is more to come out here. We'll show you all the things. And if you have any questions, if there's a particular builder that you want to see, let us know and we'll film it. But we'll bring you more content and we'll show you a map video here in just a little bit. All right, let's zoom in to Veramendi so you can see why so many people are drawn to this community. Here we have Veramendi all out here, okay? This is all Veramendi. And the reason that it is such a great location is because of where it is inside New Braunfels, Texas. So New Braunfels, as you guys know, is in between 2 major cities. We're along that I-35 corridor that runs north and south. So we are smack dab in the middle of San Antonio and Austin, making us a great location to just come and visit. And we have Schlitterbahn. It's a famous water park. It's huge. After Memorial Day weekend, it will be open for the summer. And here's Landa Park, another staple of our community. The downtown area, there's lots of historic buildings down there, including the oldest German bakery in Texas, Naeglin's. That was where I had my first job. I worked there while I was in high school. But let's get back to Veramendi. So Veramendi is so popular because it is, one, a master plan community with amenities, park space, and one thing I love, because I love nature, is they left all of the heritage oak trees, at least those that were healthy, and they built the community around those trees they're ancient. Those trees are magnificent. So I love that they left those. It just adds to the character of that community. And then there's parks throughout. There's also retail coming. There's a restaurant, and one of my favorite restaurants in Veramendi is actually, it's called Breakfast. I know I mentioned that in the video, but it is delicious. It really is. It's a fun place. The owners are fantastic. And I live in New Braunfels, and my parents live in Veramendi. So not only do I see it from a realtor point of view, but I'm there all the time. So I've seen the development and I can see what's coming. And there is so much. There's schools inside the community. And so you are rated, you're in New Braunfels School District. Sorry, you are in New Braunfels Independent School District. And now I'm going to zoom in a little bit more, because I want to show you exactly where New Braunfels High School is. Okay, so I've mentioned Loop 337. That's this loop that runs around New Braunfels. Okay, here's the high school. New Braunfels High School is right across Loop 337 from Veramendi. All of this is Veramendi. And this is the Perry Homes model. And then the Coventry model is right over here on the other side of this road right here. This is Borchers Boulevard. So as you can see, Borchers will connect you to the loop. And on Friday night, so my son played football for New Braunfels High School, and traffic has been, or I should say construction at the high school has been ongoing for the last couple of years. So parking was atrocious. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was rough. And so I would just park at my mom's house and we would walk to the high schools. You guys are in for a treat. Friday night lights in this town are a real thing. Football games are taken real serious. And we love our mascots here in New Braunfels. We have unicorns, we have cougars, and we have dragons. So fun times, lots of fun. But along Loop 337, I'm getting back to Veramendi. You are close to everything. You've got your HEB right here, 5 minutes. No lie, 5 minutes. You are 5 minutes to Landa Park. You are 10 minutes to Schlitterbahn. You are 5 to 10 minutes from just being downtown, going shopping, going to the coffee shops around the plaza.
Then you can head out 46. If you want to, spend the weekend shopping in Boerne, you can just hop on Highway 46 and head on out to Boerne, which is another it's a cute little town, historic downtown, just like New Braunfels, and it'll take you about an hour down Highway 46 to get there. I want to show you some of the other communities that we have featured on the channel, just so you can really truly get a better idea of the location, as far as why I say this is in the heart of New Braunfels and close to everything, because it truly is. And having access to the loop, being right off Loop 337 and Highway 46, it's very convenient. And then of course, if you need to get back to Interstate I-35, you're commuting into San Antonio or Austin, that's going to take you roughly 10 minutes. So here was the Perry model right here where the pin is dropped. You come out Borchers, you get on Loop 337, and you are back onto the interstate, headed south to San Antonio or headed north to Austin. Great location. I can't stress it enough. So here is Creekside, all out here in this area. All right, you've got Resolute Baptist Hospital. To get to Resolute Baptist Hospital is probably going to take you about 20 minutes, just depending on traffic. You could take the loop out this way and then get on I-35 headed north, and you're going to exit the 306 exit like you're going to Buc-ee's to get to Resolute Hospital out on Barbarossa Road. There is an HEB Plus out here as well if you prefer an HEB Plus. This is not an HEB Plus, but this would technically be your HEB. It's going to be the closest one to you. HEB Plus is just going to offer a little bit more. I think a little more furniture, a little more personalization here at HEB Plus, but both are great. I promise you. We in Texas, we love our HEBs. Traffic is going to get significantly worse in the summertime because of Schlitterbahn and because of the rivers. We have a lot of recreation in the summertime because people want to float the Canal, they float the Guadalupe, and I mean, hey, you got two rivers running right through your town. You're going to have people want to come and hang out and enjoy. And it's with the recent rains we've had, we have good flow right now. So looking forward to a prosperous summertime here in New Braunfels. Out here is Mayfair. So you can see the distance from Mayfair. It's going to take you probably 30 minutes to get to downtown New Braunfels versus Veramendi. We're talking 5 minutes, straight shot to downtown. I've also featured Legacy at Lake Dunlap. That's going to be out here on Highway 46. So again, probably 20, 30 minutes to the center, the heart of New Braunfels. I'm going to zoom way out and show you where Vintage Oaks is. We're going to go out the other way. I know I have featured Vintage Oaks as well, which is out Highway 46. So you have quite a trek to come back into town to get to that HEB, which is right here, versus Veramendi. Right there, you guys. You truly are close to all things. You've got restaurants all along Loop 337. There are restaurants, there's a pizza place, there's Otto's Cheese Shop, which is really fun, Black's Barbecue. There's too many to name, but everything you could need is literally along this loop. And then, of course, HEB. We have a Christa Santa Rosa Hospital in downtown New Braunfels, 10-minute commute. And then, of course, you have Resolute Hospital out here in Creekside. So I hope this helps put things in perspective for you, just to show you some of those other neighborhoods that we have featured and compare them. It just depends on what you want. If you want a little more privacy and acreage, come out 46 to Vintage Oaks. Copper Ridge is in this area, Manor Creek, T-Bar M, Mission Hills Ranch. Oak Run connects to Veramendi. It's just a more settled community, if you will. It was built in the 80s and 90s, so definitely have more of a mature landscape there, but you're going to drive through it if you come off 46 to head into Veramendi. Let me know your thoughts. If there's anything that you have, questions about, feel free to ask. When you reach out via text, call, or email, it's always me on the other side. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you on the next tour.